Southern Arizona is Representative Frank Antenori from Southeast Tucson, Vail, and Green Valley. Some of the speakers here, can speak to the economics, and it's really simple for me. I come from the business community. I work for a large company, and I deal with small business guys on a day-to-day basis that have to deal with the economics of the state. Many of them have laid off about half of their employees. They're really cracking down, trying to keep their businesses alive and afloat. I think Mr. Schlomach's estimate of 14,000 was, I think, on the conservative side, because I heard 22,000 jobs could be lost, and most of those will be in the retail sector. So you got people that probably don't generate a lot of income that immediately upon losing those jobs will go into the welfare system, go on unemployment and access, and become a larger drain on our state's economy because those caseloads will increase the demand for spending, again, in access and DES and the welfare programs. So I don't see where the billion-dollar increase is going to come from. First of all, I hear it's only going to generate about $600 or $700 million in true revenue because of the continuing decline in sales tax revenue. Then I hear it's going to cost us anywhere between $200 to $500 million in increased social welfare spending when those 14,000 to 22,000 jobs hit the welfare rolls. And I don't think it's worth the pain on this economy to increase the sales tax 18%. Because that's truly what it is. It's an 18% tax increase. It's not a penny. Okay, it's an 18% tax increase, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. The last thing I want to comment on is we worked hard with a lot of experts. We just didn't come up with a budget out of thin air. We got guys from the economy sector, we got business guys, we got experts on tax law, we have people on policy that have been in their field for 15, 20, 25 years that understand the agencies. They know where to cut, they know where not to cut. We took the reductions that we thought were reasonable and sensible, and we want to make sure that we do the most good for the most vulnerable people of the state, but at the same time protect the hardworking taxpayers that actually get up every morning, go to work, pay their taxes, and generate the revenue that provides all these government services. You cannot bite the hand that feeds you by continuing to raise taxes. They will eventually stop paying taxes, like many businesses in California have, simply by moving to another state or moving overseas. It's just an insensible thing to do when we have a recession going on, to raise taxes and continue to put the burden on the producers of our economy. And lastly, I'd like to just mention that many of us have seen the press conferences the governor had and folks have had the last couple days, and they're talking about the budget bills and whatnot. What we're trying to do is continue to negotiate with the governor. The bills are being rolled up and held, so we're hoping that the discussions will continue and cooler heads will prevail, that we'll come to a conclusion. We don't want to just feed the bills up there and have them vetoed in angst or anger or I guess you can say in retribution of not willing to come to a conclusion. We're hoping that things will calm down. I know the Senate leadership and the House leadership is talking with the governor's office daily and her staff, and I'm confident by not rushing through this process that cooler heads will prevail, will come to a reasonable settlement, and continue to allow the state to function without shutting the state down. And I look forward to working with the governor's staff and the governor to find that common ground and get the state back on sound financial footing. Thank you.